You've found Find Your Flock, Season 2. I'm Dr. Sandra Clavijo. Join me as we hear how students turn curiosity into careers that make an impact. Today's guest is a current PhD student from the Biomedical Department. Please welcome Erin Kreis. Nice to meet you, Erin.
Thank you for having me.
If you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and kind of what you studied at Stevens.
Yes, so I am from outside Baltimore, Maryland originally, and I have been at Stevens for a while now. I did my undergraduate in mechanical engineering, my master's in biomedical engineering, and now I'm getting my PhD in biomedical engineering.
That's amazing. We love when students stay on for postgraduate work. But so wait, we were in mechanical engineering and then we've moved to biomedical. Can you tell us a little bit about what first drew you to mechanical and then what kind of helped you find your path towards biomedical?
Yeah, so I did Project Lead the Way, which is like an engineering elective in high school. And I had a really great engineering teacher there. He did mechanical engineering. And I just liked that it was very broad, very hands-on, kind of like physics-based. I was kind of drawn to like the math and science, the physics side of things. And then so that was really good, really great for undergraduate. I feel like I got a really strong base in like engineering fundamentals. But as I went through my undergraduate, I was doing research in biomedical engineering and co-ops in biomedical engineering, and I really loved the applications in that space. So then I am switched for graduate studies to a biomedical engineering lab. Um, and the biomedical engineering department at Stevens has been like so welcoming, and it's really like a community.
That's amazing. That's one of the most, I think, I don't know if it's a not known fact or one of the neatest things about our undergraduate engineering degrees is that students often do masters like in different disciplines. So you have all the prerequisites that you would need to go into the biomedical field, or some students do, they go into electrical or things like that. So very neat that you were able to find your way over to the biomedical department. Co-ops and internships can be so important for students. You kind of talked about a couple of them, but if you want to tell us about one of them and what you've learned from that internship.
Yeah, so I guess maybe I'll do like two. I did co-op. So the first one was during COVID, and at this point I was like I don't really know what field I want to go into yet. But during COVID, construction was still in person. So I got to do a construction management co-op in person on a site during COVID, which I felt like was really important to get mostly just exposure to the professional workplace. And then after that, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that for my career. And after that, I got to do some co-ops, two co-ops in the biomedical device space. So I was working on implants at both, at a startup and then at a really big company. So I got to try a lot of different things through co-op.
That's amazing. And then you also did our Launchpad program.
Yes.
Oh, tell us about Launchpad.
Yeah, so Launchpad is an accelerator program at Stevens. It's all about giving engineering students the business skills to start a company about something they're passionate about. And I grew up very close to my grandparents, so I'm really passionate about technology for older adults and accessible technology. And so I founded my company Silver Strides through the Launchpad program, and that's still going. I'm turning it into a nonprofit now. And so I think without Launchpad, I might still be doing research in this space, but I don't think I would have thought like, oh, I could start a company. That's a way that I can creatively solve this problem.
It's amazing. Will you tell us a little bit about Silver Strides?
Yes, so Silver Strides is a community of walking groups for older adults. So we're really trying to get at holistic, healthy aging. So with walking groups, you definitely have the physical activity, but the social connection is almost a bigger part of it. And emotional well-being is really important, especially as we age. And then something I've started working on recently is bringing lifelong learning into that. So I'm really fortunate to be at Stevens while I'm doing this. And the Hoboken Walking Group, the original walking group, is so interested in what's going on at Stevens and in learning. They really value and appreciate learning, which is a good reminder as a student. And so we're exploring different ways that we can promote lifelong learning, which is really great for cognitive health as well.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm sure we all have grandparents or parents that we would love to see to grow, grow old more gracefully and with lots of health. So it's amazing. So for your PhD research, is it related to Launchpad? Is it separate? So what are you working on for your dissertation and your study for your doctorate?
Yeah, so I'm definitely the same passion, same interests, technology for older adults. My PhD is in biomechanics. I work in a biomechanics lab. So studying how people move and how people balance, and specifically with older adults, we're looking at turning movements, which are super common but not really studied, looking at different ways to promote holistic health, and develop programs and technology that helps older adults.
Oh, that's awesome. Who is your doctoral advisor?
Dr. Zafriou.
Oh, yeah, I've seen her cool lab. She
Yes.
does a lot of neat biomechanic things. Very fun. So what advice do you think you would give to students that are exploring, different fields in engineering?
I think try a lot of things. I mean maybe like switching majors and is maybe feels like a really big decision, but people do it. I also think there are other ways to explore different options at Stevens. There's a lot of clubs, co-ops. Every professor that I've talked to has been really supportive of undergraduate research, and like if you genuinely want to learn about professors' research in different fields, like they're happy to talk to you about it. So I think just take advantage of the resources that are there and don't be afraid to try different things. Like I came into Stevens and I was like, I'm gonna do hardware and I think I want to do construction. And now like I'm not doing hardware. I coded an app and I am doing biomedical engineering. So you don't have to know you don't have to know what you're gonna do. And there's lots of ways to try different things.
Definitely. And I mean, some of these fields are really broad. Mechanical and biomedical span lots of different kind of um, industries and different types of products. For somebody who doesn't know the difference between mechanical and biomedical engineering, do you want to help explain what that might be for an incoming student or a first year student that might be listening to the podcast?
Yeah, so I think of mechanical as I mean foundations in mechanics, like physics, how machines work, how things move. Um, and so a lot of the I mean mechanical engineering is very broad. There are so many different things you can do within it. And then biomedical engineering, I think, is more about the application to the human body. So you can do mechanical studies within biomedical engineering, and that's what my PhD kind of is. We're like studying the body as a machine. But also in biomedical engineering, you have people that are doing things that are more chemistry focused and looking at what is happening at the cellular level, at the tissue level. You have people doing animal studies. So then you get more into the biology, um, physiology, life side of things.
That's amazing. That's a great explanation. And we always like to end with, why should someone choose biomedical engineering at Stevens? Or, give us your best pitch. I know you pitched a lot through Launchpad. So, or why study engineering at Stevens? It can be more general since, you've bounced around a little between departments. But why should someone choose engineering at Stevens?
I just think there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of freedom to find what you're interested in and what you're passionate about, and then be able to build something or create something that is related to those passions. And then for biomedical engineering specifically, like I said, it really feels like a community. It's a really tight-knit department. You will know your professors, you will know your classmates. Everyone is very supportive and wants you to succeed.
Any standouts, professors or classes?
Well, I really like Dr. Zafriou, but I'm a little biased because she's my PI. But yeah, she's been really great. Dr. Nataraj, I've really enjoyed his classes. The administrators in the department are really supportive, really helpful. You can just walk into the BME office, and Sally and Yorberlin will help you figure out what you're trying to figure out.
Wow, that's amazing. I love Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, the BME department's definitely doing a lot of fun events too. You guys have your Pink October
Mhm.
events and BME Research Day. A lot of spirit in that department.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Erin for joining us and taking some time off of her research. We got to get her back to Professor Zafaru's lab immediately to continue working on her research. But thank you for joining us, and don't forget to check out our other episodes. Click, subscribe, and share.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Find Your Flock, Season 2. I'm Dr. Sandra Clavijo. Thanks for joining us as we help future ducks find their path at Stevens. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, and share this episode with a future duck.